Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Georgia Tech's offense will have the football first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Wants to throw. It's Rourke. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban Field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Reeves. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Finds his target down the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. He'll throw on 3rd down. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. They boot it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So Alabama's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off play action on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. Oh, he dropped it. The defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field.
They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On first down from their own 22. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw, it's Rourke. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world the offense avoid that disaster?
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You drop." There he goes. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. USC found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Coliseum. Fight on, and the men of Troy will do just that. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Makes the catch. It starts.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
To the air, it's Rourke. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Back to pass, it's Fry. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely fun.
A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch at the 30. And the returner goes down. Here comes the offense back onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Got rid of him quickly, but it's incomplete. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Fry. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Got room at the 35. He's loose. And how about that run? A huge gain and a slide at the end.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Handoff from the gun. Got room to work. Turning it on! He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. Right on the money. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Push down for the tackle. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Salter. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Yellow Jackets, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. To the air, it's Fry. Caught, close to the marker, it's Harris. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the snap, sets up the throw. Got it set up on the outside. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Offense in a bunch formation. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Here's the pressure. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Rourke. 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The give on the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a 1st down, and they've got to show this urgency. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the 2nd half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Fry. It's complete.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Got his man in the middle. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Here's a heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Southern Miss. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. And they'll send out the field goal unit from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. He splits the uprights. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll go to work, trailing 17. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Cradles it at the 35. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The short hands, it's Harris. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wideouts either side. To the air, it's Fry. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown Tide! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that. There he goes! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll go back to the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, and at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes that Alabama offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun to give, looking for room.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
Got his man. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4th. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Got a little space. Corralled and brought down by the defense. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Gets the first himself. Breaks into the open.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Slithers into space. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Rourke. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now, the 7th sack of the game.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. The official says no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. The give out of the gun. Spins away from 1. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Leaves it with the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Fry. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his 2nd sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the 2nd time today.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Yellow Jackets come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The sticks pick up the 1st down at the 30. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Back to throw, it's Rourke. Grabbed in the middle, it's Reeves. Tackled there by the defense. And the Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. This offense has it with really good field position. Pulls it and fires to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
He caught it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team, right,